Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be responding to someone who is enjoying working at their current position, but due to the uncertainty of the company, they're considering making a career change to a new job where the culture is a bit more on the corporate side of things, but the pay is much better. They're wondering if they should just take the opportunity or if they should hold off and see what happens. So let's go ahead and get into it. They start, I like what I'm doing and I'm about to do, but my current company is having cash flow issues and might close in a year or less. I'll be doing my master's come 2022, and my original plan was to stick around with them for as long as possible. I've been headhunted and the new salary is huge, jumping from $42K annually to $60K annually. I did some stalking and the new company is very corporate-like, and my current one is very young and easygoing. I'm giving up a lot here and I'd like to know what I'm working against. I don't want to be known as a person for not trying. I love to try and I do what I can. If things don't go well, I'll leave after 6 months to get the pay raise I figure. Advice? So I guess it really depends on your personal and career goals. Are you looking for this new job simply because the current company is having issues, or is this something you've been kind of like mulling a change for a while? I know you kind of said you wanted to stick with them, but are there other reasons you're considering leaving? Were you hoping to get paid more in this current company eventually and get promotions and all that? Second, you said you're doing your master's in 2022. So are you officially accepted into this master's program, or is it just kind of your plan, or you hope to be in this master's program? Another thing is, I guess, where did you find out that the company is very corporate? Did you get that straight from someone's mouth? Or did you read reviews online? Because if you got things online, you just got to be careful about what people say in reviews. Remember, people typically review things when they have something negative to say and not when they've had a positive experience. Finally, you said you're giving up a lot. And I guess I'm wondering is, what are you actually giving up? You're getting paid much more to leave your comfy job. The question is comfort your goal? Because if that's the case, you shouldn't even really bother looking for this new job. I mean, any job that typically offers that amount of an increase in pay, especially if it's in a similar field, is going to have a lot more responsibility and it's going to require a lot more of you. And that's just par for the course. I'm also a little bit confused because you mentioned you'll leave in 6 months if things go south at your current job. But why do you think that this opportunity is going to even be available in 6 months from now? And even if it is, what makes you certain that it's yours? Jobs like that they don't stay open for a long time, and a headhunter doesn't just find you a job and then that job is a guarantee for you. You still need to apply and go through the whole interview and hiring process. Now, it might be a little bit shortened just because the headhunter knows the process and maybe has some connections to get kind of expedite it, but still you still have to do some sort of formal thing to get in. But at $42,000 a year, you aren't going to stay super comfortable in that position anyway, at least in the long term, especially your long-term plans, if you want to have a family, or if you have a family. And I guess unless you're a penny pincher, and again you might be, you're always going to have to be hyper vigilant of your expenses, because any major emergency when you're only making $42K a year is going to really set you back. So, your job might be super comfortable and super easy, but is it allowing the rest of your life to be super comfortable? One thing that kind of crossed my mind is, are you possibly fearful of failing at this new job because it might be more difficult than what you're used to, and that's what's holding you back? Fear of failure is natural. But if a place looks at your skills and thinks you're qualified, then they think you can do the job. If you aren't sure, you need to ask a lot of questions, about what the job entails, what your day-to-day responsibilities are. Get some clarity. You need more information than just the salary and what you may have picked up on some vague online research. If after all of that, it still seems like it's over the head, then you may want to bow out graciously. But if you just bank on the little bit you're never going to really have a clear picture. You said you like to try and do what you can, but you didn't really give an example of what you're actually doing to do that, when in fact it seems like the opposite is kind of your approach. You like and you want comfort, and you're hesitant to go outside your comfort zone unless you have to. I mean, with that approach, you're gonna struggle in any new opportunity, regardless of the structure and the pay. you really need to consider your approach. I mean, I would never really suggest comfort as a goal for your job, but if it is, that should be something you eventually get to when you have expertise and a salary, when you've kind of hit the peak of your capabilities. But when you're young or mid-career, you're just going to end up doing yourself more harm than good. Let's say someday you go for a higher job, but you haven't really done much to increase your skill sets and your value for a long time. It's going to be a red flag to those employers who see a person who has done the exact same job for years and years and really hasn't increased in any capacity. Plus, most places don't want someone who is just going to be stagnant in their growth. If they bring you on, they want someone who is going to grow with the company. So as the company expands and develops, their employees are going to as well. They don't want the guy that just does things so they can remain in their little bubble. So I guess what I'm saying is it's really up to you if you want to pursue this opportunity, but just know that opportunities like this aren't going to fall out of the sky like on a regular basis. I mean, $12,000 to $15,000 pay increase, for a job that you have sounds like you have a decent chance with, it isn't going to happen all the time. So, take that into account as well. Anyways, I hope this helps. Just do some digging a bit and find out more about this new opportunity before you just outright dismiss it. Also, take some time to think about which opportunity might be better in the long run. And with that, I wish you good luck. And if you have any other questions or would like to chat more, just let me know. Other than that, I hope you like this video. Give me a like and a subscribe, and I will talk to you later.